hope you're having a beautiful day. We decided to come back because, well, we don't have to work till 1, and I thought we had to work at 1:30. So because of that, I'm going to unbox 2 more decks, Soul Connections and our Twin Flame, I don't know what it's called. But first, cartomancy may be employed if we need it. But other than that, we're going to start with our tarot. We were really rudely interrupted our last live, which was about 20 minutes ago. And so I decided to come back because you deserve the best. You don't deserve YouTube trolls or demonic trolls to be coming in and bothering us while you're trying to get your reading on. This is Victoria Violet, Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. You are welcome here. And this is a 1-to-1. Oh, I'm so sorry. I misspoke. This is not a 1-to-1 reading. This is a general reading, which means that it's for everyone who happens upon it. This is a reading that is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anywhere in your chart that you have Libra or Venus in your chart. If you're an air sign, specifically for Libra, but also you could happen upon this reading and the reading could be for you. The reading could be for you. I want to roll down the window, but they've been doing a lot of grass cutting and my face is already really itchy because I have allergies, really bad allergies. That person that you hear is on a huge lawnmower, riding lawnmower, and I'm hoping they're not going to come back. If they don't come back, maybe so you can see the colors a little more vivid. Do you see that? Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that's what I live for every day. So let's see what they want to bring. Let's see if it matches the energy from the other reading that we just did. And if it doesn't, well, then let's see if it brings something beautiful this time around. Father, I pray for this reading to be completed without problems, without hindrance, protection from Archangel Michael and all the other archangels, for myself and others that are watching this reading. Don't normally pray before I start because I'm always in prayer in general. But I already know that there's a bigger purpose for me here than just on YouTube. And because of that, the trolls are going to keep coming. This is not the first time and it won't be the last time. But hopefully we can have a peaceful reading this time around. And I pray God's protection on you as you're watching. Amen. What can you tell us that we need to know? Anything in reference to love. And then we're going to go into these beautiful, lovely decks that I just got yesterday for my birthday. So, let's see what happens. Okay? Please keep your comments PG. I do welcome your comments. Luckily, YouTube does erase your comments afterwards. But, you know, if you happen to write something ugly, what I like to tell people is don't block yourself from other people's channels that you may like. And also keep in mind that there are 35 million YouTubers. So if you don't like this channel, you might like another one, and that's okay. Please keep in mind if you're thinking of joining, that I do curse. And other than that, let's go. Let's see what Spirit has to say to us. Someone needs rest. With the Four of Swords, someone is needing rest. That's the first card that came out of any value that I saw from the last reading as well. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yes. I decided to try again, Shell. So it really makes me feel bad when I can't give y'all a good reading because of the YouTube trope. Yeah, okay? Yeah. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is coming up. Is he the one that needs the rest? I'm not sure. There's a lot of yellow going on in these 2 cards. So just those alone are telling me that healing is trying to take place. Healing is trying to take place. I don't know. Is that better? Blocking out the sound? Because they're just trying to cut the grass. But I wanted y'all to see how beautiful and crisp the colors are of fall here. The Knight of Wands is coming in. The Knight of Wands is coming in. Look, guys. I mean, you guys are going to be tarot readers before I'm done. The Wheel of Fortune keeps on coming out. There's something of importance that needs to happen. And it has to do with an ending, a finality. I keep telling people that even if you're in a beautiful relationship and you have no use for any tarot reader to give advice where love is concerned, let's put that to the side. But the Wheel of Fortune is here for everybody. So it's affecting your life in some kind of way. It's trying to end something so that other positive things can come. Now, what are the positive things to come to glean from this card? Is that, my goodness, if you've been going through, I'm sorry, but I'm itching because I have extreme allergies. If you've been going through hell in a handbasket and you just couldn't seem to get out of maybe impoverishment or one issue after the other. I mean, look what I went through. I always like to use myself as metaphors because what I go through is real, so you can kind of see my viewpoint, okay? So last month I left behind half a tire in Manchester. I left skid marks that were at least a mile long from the tire that wouldn't turn. My wheels wouldn't turn. So that cost me an arm and a leg to fix because the calipers got stuck. The brakes already needed to get fixed, so that cost me an arm and a leg. And then I had to buy 4 new tires. You get it? You get what I'm saying? It just kept happening. So the Wheel of Fortune comes in for things like that. When you feel like things are just going and going and going, but not in the right direction, babies, not in the right direction. You need the Wheel of Fortune to come in, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to come in to create a change, a positive change for you. And again, the Death card, the Tower card keep coming out in your readings. So with the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower card is telling you it's time. It's time. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. And I do apologize for itching, but I can't reach my Benadryl, and I shouldn't take Benadryl while I'm driving anyway. But the point is, when you allow these natural changes to occur, they're more smooth. When you don't allow them to occur, it's unfortunate, and you're going to keep on having to go through things until you allow the changes to finish up. I don't know what that man thinks he's cutting, because now he's just on cement and stirring up all of the allergens. But anyway, it's his job. We all have a job in the world. So what I'm thinking here is that I'm going to see if this ties in to our other cards that I'm going to be using, because I'm going to unbox the Soul Connections When Two Hearts Meet tarot deck, and then this Twin Flame tarot deck. I wasn't going to open them because I was feeling some kind of way day before yesterday, but you know what? The show must go on, so let's do it. But yeah, something needs to change here, and somebody is expecting a change here. Somebody is wanting a change. But we do have spying going on. I mean, come on. How many times can the Page of Swords come out before we don't start learning tarot ourselves? Oh, but that person is tied to the devil and devilish things that they want to do to you, possibly. I don't want to even imagine. I don't even want to imagine, since we had such a horrible experience before this reading. And they just wouldn't get out of saying ugly things. So this person really wants to rock your world. I'm sorry, but there's the Ace of Wands. Even if you don't want it, they want it. I do try to keep it PG, but man. Oh, by the way, I always disclose this because there's something called Champa or something like that. And it's for the children, and it's for children's protection online. If you're under 18, you need to get the hell off of this channel, because this is not your channel, guys. We need to protect our innocent beings. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. This person wants a celebration with you, but if all they're bringing is their wand, I mean, they're hoping for a home run. Don't ask me where a home run is coming from, but that's what they're telling. That's what's coming into my head, is they're looking for a home run with you. The Strength card is here. Why is it here, guys? Let's see. Because I'm telling you. Didn't I just say the Tower, the Death card? If they don't come out, then it's just not your reading. Here we are again with the Death card. Are they trying to change, Spirit? Is that what you're trying to tell me? They're waiting on money, that's for sure. Somebody's waiting on money with the 9 of coins. Waiting on money with the 9 of coins. Oof, I have a bad headache with the allergens. But meanwhile, while they're waiting, this is the way they feel. Feel like they're tired of waiting. They feel like it's very hard to wait. You know what I'm feeling from this person, by the way, guys? While they're going through all of this, they're thinking of you in a sexual way. I don't know how they feel like that's just going to help. Because on the one hand, I'm feeling that this is like a fulfillment or something that they're trying to get out of somewhere else that they are. With that money that they're waiting for. That is causing them issues. But meanwhile, they're thinking of you with their wand. Very masculine energy. They want their cups filled with these coins. Some of these people are willing to lie to get what they want with the moon card. They're willing to lie because look how slow their finances are going. Hello. Here we come with the 6 of Wands. I don't think they want anybody to know that their finances aren't going smoothly. Here we have, oh my God, the 7 of Cups. Thinking. What are they thinking about, guys? They're thinking of a new beginning. But does that new beginning really include you? That's what I want to know. It includes you, Libra. But that might just be you that has your new beginning. Let's see. They think you're going to give them money. Shell, are you watching? They think you're going to give them money. Oh, man. That's not good. A lot of you like the color purple. That's really interesting to me because of the fact that my name is Victoria Violet. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. So they haven't approached you about wanting or needing money, or they haven't asked you exactly the amount of money that they need. That's what they're feeling like. The 9 of Swords. They're wanting you to offer them something so they don't have to ask outright for the help. That's interesting. They want the celebration, but they don't want to have to work for it. So somebody that's needing help doesn't want to ask for help. They want you to tell them, hey, you know, I'm going through X, Y, Z. And then they want you to fill in the blanks like charades. They want you to say, oh, you're going through X, Y, Z? Oh, here's my checkbook. How much do you need? Whew, the 7 of Swords, trying to get away with murder. Trying to get away with murder. Is it Coma Girl or Goma Girl? You know, a girl in a coma was, you know, I should look them up. I used to dig their music. I haven't listened to them in a long time. Girl in a Coma. That's what that reminded me. That's so cute. We're not doing 1-to-1 right now, okay? Maybe later. Maybe after the nightcap tonight. So please subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit all so that anytime I'm on, I'm there, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you. Queen of Pentacles is coming through. Queen of Pentacles is coming through. I really, really do, you know, appreciate the fact that our community here is getting bigger and that people seem very friendly to one another. We'll come back, my dear. Samjana? I can't read because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see. Samjana. Goma Girl. I don't know what Goma Girl means, but it was a very interesting name. But come back for our nightly reading, which is approximately 6-7 o'clock. So we can, we'll do the one-on-one questions. We'll do that after the main reading. Okay? So this person, either they're related to you, Libra, or it's another air sign. Page of Wands. They want to talk. What do they want to talk about? They've already told you what they want. On the one hot. Did y'all hear me? I said on the one hot. On the one, this is making me blush. On the one hand, they've already told you what they want. I mean, you can see it right there picking out. They already told you what they want. And then to top it all off, they want your money too. What else do they want? They want to wear your clothes? Shit. They want to wear your identity. This person wants to talk to you about going somewhere. Somewhere could be metaphorically. That somewhere could be physically. But they want to go somewhere. They know that you're the star because they know that you're helpful. They know that you're loving. They know that you're kind. But what have you gotten out of being that way, I wonder? They think you have the money. They think you have the backing because you have the star energy. I'm going to tell y'all something. Even when I start getting my finances from YouTube going, when this channel starts becoming monetized, I'm not giving no mofo my money. I'm not giving them my money. Are you kidding me? If that's all you're here for, I'm going to tell you that I have no money all the time. I'm going to make sure that you believe that I have absolutely no money because you know what? Sometimes we got to test people. We have to test people and tell them things like, yeah. If he just lost his job, what is he going with? What's he going to go? He's going to go cross country or he just wants to go sit in the countryside? Three of Wands. They feel like you can help them with a new beginning. Lord. And here you are coming across as the Queen of Cups. Loving, kind, intuitive, emotionally receptive. They can even see you as the Empress themselves. But what they don't see is they're going to have a difficult time getting through. Do you see the rocks? The rocks are unforgiving. If you have a blindfold on and you start walking into the water, the rocks are unforgiving. One, you can fall, you can trip, you can hit your head. You can gash your foot on the rocks. Some of the rocks that are underwater, they're sharp. There's a choice, guys. There's a choice that needs to be made. Try to cover the wrong part of it. Sorry. With the choice card there. And it's supposed to be happening rather quickly. Why do they feel tested to come towards you and be in your presence? If you do see him, Michelle, he's going to behave very bashful. There's so much you don't know that's happened in the background with the High Priestess. Somebody could have invested finances and it went bad. Could be the King of Wands. Fire sign. Could have invested finances and it went really bad. Really bad. And either they're in tears now or that's the way another relationship they're in is crumbling. But also they could be in this energy of the Three of Swords because some of them might be going away. Maybe embezzlement. Maybe they had other people's monies that they invested and it went bad. I don't know. They're having to deal with all of this chaos with the Five of Wands. Look at that. Five of Wands, Five of Cups comes out together yet again. This is a totally different deck. The deck that I used earlier was the new deck Somnia that I just unboxed this morning. Somebody's going through it. So I don't know. I don't want to be ugly. I don't feel sorry for them. Page of Pentacles. Because see, the thing is, a lot of times people can bring these woes to their own door. They can bring these problems to their own door because of their choices in life, the way they live life, okay? Oh, hi, Zandu. Good morning. Or good afternoon, whichever it is, wherever y'all happen to be. Or good night if you have a good evening if you're somewhere across the world. We have the Two of Coins here. They don't know what's going to happen in their life. They are talking to a bunch of people, though. I've already seen 3 kings. That's the King of Cups. Talking about these finances. What are they trying to do with these finances? They're trying to make something manifest, for sure, with the as above, so below, with the Magician. Trying to use all their alchemy, all their magic to make something manifest. Now they're talking to the Queen of Wands. What about, man? About something that they're walking away from. Disenchantedly walking away from, Spirit is saying. They're trying to use the Hermit energy. They're trying to change the way that they do things. Because judgment has come down on them very heavily, guys. So you're trying to use the Hermit's wisdom to make decisions going forward. But have they really changed? They have the Hierophant here. What do they want with the Hierophant now? The World. Is that for them or for you? Well, this person wants marriage, security, the world to open up, meaning anything that they want to come to them easily. They want financial security. You know, they don't want anything, huh? 3 of Coins, they want their work to be in demand, meaning that they have a secure and wonderful career going for them. You know, they don't want anything, huh? Do they have a genie somewhere in a bottle that we don't know about? The 2 of Cups. They're trying to form a deal or trying to get something going. What they're looking for is the 10 of Cups. They'll take the 9 of Cups if they have to. Okay? Yes, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite decks in the whole wide world. 12 noon in Canada. Okay, it's the same. It's 12 noon here. And I am in the Northeast. I am in New Hampshire. 7 of Wands. They don't want anybody or anything to be opposition. They don't want anything messing up these opportunities for them. Here we have the relationship from the past. Here we have an offer coming in. Somebody's going to try to fix their finances, or someone from your past will be coming in talking to you about their finances and how their finances are kaput. Their finances are kaput. Yeah, I know you're an hour behind, Sandra. You're an hour behind. I've never been to Niagara Falls. I want to go. I drove past New York State, or should I say I drove through New York State, going back to Texas recently, and Niagara Falls was to my right, and I could have gotten off, but I decided to keep going because I was tired. But it looks like, yeah, they don't know how it's going to go. They're standing there. You know, I envision someone standing at a doorway almost and not knowing whether to go through that doorway or not. They don't know what they're going to do. The Chariot. Is this for a fight or a move? They're looking for a victory here. Yeah, they want to be the victor in all of this. You live in Austin, or you used to live in Austin? Very good. You still in Texas? They want to build up their capital again. They're trying to do it as quickly as possible, but it's going to be hard, they're saying. It's going to be hard. Here we have the Knight of Cups. They're looking for people to bring them in offers, and they're wanting to be on top like the Emperor again. So whoever you're dealing with is... I didn't see a whole bunch of love. I saw the 2 of Cups, but I didn't see the Ace of Cups. I didn't see the 6. I saw the 6 of Cups. I didn't see the 9 of Cups. I saw coins more than anything. Seattle, nice. I wanted to move there once upon a time. It was between Seattle or here, and I chose here. Well, actually, that's not true. It was between Seattle and Colorado. I moved to Colorado and I regretted it. And then I had another choice and I moved here. So both times I made the decision to move elsewhere. But oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go visit Seattle, especially during the rainy seasons. Let's open this one and let's see what they have to tell us with these soul connections. Let's see if it matches up with what we've already seen. If they drive by me one more time on the cement, I don't know what they're trying to cut with the cement. If it's a lawnmower. It's ridiculous. These people get paid by the hour, I'm sure. Let's see what comes out, guys. You know, for shits and grins. Yes. No, don't give them your money. Especially since you say you live on disability. That's horrible. You barely have enough. You know, I mean, you have enough to where if two people had to live together. But as far as giving somebody money, oh, hell no. Hell no. Not happening. Okay. So let me shuffle these around. Again, this is called Soul Connections when two hearts meet. Look at that. Isn't it cute? And then it says Love Oracle cards. Do I have a book in here? I don't have a book in here. You see how this says that it came with a guidebook? It didn't. This little skew down there, that's what you're supposed to get into in order to see. I don't have time to do that right now. And also, I'd have to have a computer up. Ooh. Embrace. Somebody wants to embrace you. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Oh, hail to the yeah. Hail to the yeah. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. These cards flipped over while I was shuffling. Let love show you how to learn from each other. And that's the way it should be. In a good relationship, it's a give and a take. Okay? You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the way their hands are forming hearts. That's gorgeous. Those are people that are in a good relationship. When you're in a bad relationship, you already know there's nothing positive, nothing at all that can happen there. Because everybody has to be giving somehow, right? Yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Man, that person drained me from before. My energy is so low right now. I'm going to have to ground myself with a tree later so that I know that I can get this off of me. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, let's see. Honor. Honor your loved ones. Honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becomes stronger. And that's what I was just saying. You've got to do for one another. It's not one-sided. You can't do it that way. You know, I used to be of the persuasion that, yeah, you carry somebody for a while. But you know what I've noticed? Every time you try to carry someone because they can't seem to carry the weight for themselves at the moment, they end up using you like a crutch. And then they end up expecting you to carry them. You know? That's just not the way it works. It's not a good relationship at all. Anything else, Spirit, please, and thank you. Anything else, Spirit, please, and thank you. I don't think they want to talk anymore. Oh, no, Spirit, not 5 at a time. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. That's pretty. I think that moments like this is what keeps us going in relationships when things are not going well. I'm talking about the ones that have tiffs here and there, not the ones that are constant battles or uphill battles, not the ones that constantly give you problems or are constantly in problems, in turmoil, but the ones that once in a while, you just got to make up, right? You got to make up. because, something didn't go well that day. Connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. It is if you have a twin flame, whether you like it or not. Yeah. I know Sandra was telling me, to cut the cords, and I've tried. I've asked God to take this person far away from me, but he's still here. Oh my God. Telling you. Surprise. You may be about to be surprised. It doesn't say that it's a good surprise, It doesn't say it's a good surprise. It just says it's a surprise. Holy macaroni. What else, please, and thank you? That card didn't want to come out. Spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. And that is what I want to leave you with this particular deck. Think about everything for yourself. What do you want for yourself? Where do you want you to grow? Where do you want your life to go? Think about that. Let it be your own spiritual journey. Let it be your own spiritual growth. Sometimes we're so busy being mama, playing mama, or playing dad for someone who is in a relationship, a romantic relationship with us, that we don't take care of ourselves. So it's time to take care of yourself, and it's time to do for you. So let's see what else comes out here. Let's bring out this next deck. And I hope this energy clears, because the energy is really heavy today. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, yesterday the energy was so beautiful and light. I know I can't ask for that every day, but that was beautiful energy. Today, the energy is just, oof. And I didn't anticipate for it to be that way. But that demonic troll, right? That demonic troll just brought in their own nasty energy. Twin flame love notes. Let's see what they have to say to us. I love it. Look at that. Please and thank you. We're open and receptive to anything you have to say to us. What else do you have to say to us? Please and thank you. Oh, whoa. Not gonna happen. Oh my God, guys. I need you to help me. You're not gonna believe that, Shell. Oh, I didn't want to take a cruise. I wanted to take a trip, and I chose against it. I need you to help me. I'm not making this up, guys. Y'all saw me shuffling. And then, oh my God. Will you help me? Time will tell. And that's always coming out. This time will tell is always coming out on my self-generated deck, my cartomancy deck that I made for myself, the one I'm always using. The one I tell y'all I clarify with. Let's see here. That's the one that's always coming out for me. I hate that. But, well, it says time will tell. Just thought I'd show y'all. That's incredible. I love my deck. One day I'm going to have my own deck. That's what I have my plans for. Can you imagine? Yeah. But it would depend on the circumstances. If I was already healed, and if they were trying to change, and I could see that they actually were trying to change. If not, no. No. And the other thing is, I'm not going to stay with someone that's in a third party. I told mine over and over again, and this last time was no exception. I told him, You keep calling me a friend. We're platonic friends. I don't sleep with my friends, you know? And he didn't like that because he wanted his cake and he wanted to eat it too. So it depends, Shell. Every situation is going to be different. See, anything else that you'd like to tell us, please and thank you. Will you help me? I want you to help me. Will you help me? Interesting. And I'm shuffling here online. You can see it. Wow. They have to change. They're coming in changed. It's different. I turned this on and I didn't turn on the AC. Very good, Ella. Very good, Victoria. Let's see here. Very good. They just keep on dropping straight out of my hands. I'm not even kidding. A whole glop. Whew. That's crazy, right? Let's see here. What else we want to tell us, please? Oh, God. I need some more time before I can come to you. That's for somebody else. I need some more time before I can come to you. Why do you need more time? Why do you need more time? Why do you need more time? Can't make this up. Y'all saw how much I shuffled. Came out again. Will you help me? Then I would stay away from him. And I would tell him that you're praying for him. Did you see that, guys? I need some more time before I can come to you. That's for someone else. This one, will you help me? Came out again. Is there anything else before we close this reading out, please? And thank you. And thank you, please. And thank you, please. And thank you. Oh. I went straight to the floor. I want you. Yeah, I told you there are two different messages coming out here. I want you. I need some more time before I can come to you. I want you. But this is a separate message. Will you help me? Anything else, Spirit? Man, I'm wearing my little saggy pants today because I just feel like grunge again. You know, I don't know. Something's changing within me. I'm telling you guys, something's changing within me energy-wise. And I'm normally one of those people that I don't like to go out unless I look a certain way. Really don't care right now. I don't know. I just feel real comfy, cozy. Anything else, please, Spirit? Anything else? This is crazy. Two energies are coming out. Oh. Okay. I need some more time before I can come to you. I want you. I love you so much. This just fell out. You know what? Tell him you can help him with the paperwork to fill out for disability. If he qualifies, great. If he doesn't, then you need to get a lawyer. But as far as taking him in and taking care of him like a stray cat, if he's not willing to change and he's not willing to give to you, then why would you want to do that? Thank you. Anything else, please, and thank you. Do you know something? I'm not saying this to be weird, because I never ask anybody for anything unless they want to donate, right? Unless, of course, I'm doing a paid reading. A girl loved my readings so much. She'd been wanting to get away from her abusive husband because there was no love there anymore. And she worked with me for, I want to say, about a good 8 months, 6 to 8 months. And I kept telling her, you know, step by step what to do. And she was so happy that as a tip, she wasn't paying me for a reading at that point because it was months later. Months later, once her life straightened out, she sent me And this is the thing. This is the way I want. This is the takeaway. God is never too early and never too late. He's right on time. I needed $800 for my rent that month. I didn't tell anybody, but I needed $800 that I was short. It was the first time I was going to be short on my rent. I didn't know what to do. And I just kept saying, you know, Spirit, you know what I need. I'm not kidding. Out of the blue, she decided to gift me $700. And I don't even know why to this day. She didn't write a note or anything. She just cash apped me $799 that day. So, Shell, thank you for that. I really appreciate it, okay? What else, please? What else, please? Yeah, she shocked me, but I was like, wow. That's why I say, even if it's just one life I touch, I know I'm doing my job. That was the biggest tip I had ever gotten in my whole life. She didn't write anything. She didn't say anything. She just cash apped me. And I stayed wondering. I didn't touch it for a week because I was like, maybe it was an error. Nope. She never called me. She never texted me. She never asked for it back. Nothing. I was like, wow. So I was glad she was happy with my services. You're mine forever and ever. I'm telling you, there's 2 different readings going on here. I need more time before I can come to you. I want you. I love you so much. You're mine forever and ever. I mean, I can't make this shit up. Let's see what the cartomancy has to say. But yeah, will you help me? Will you help me? Came out there, so not once, but twice. So somebody wants somebody's help there. Let us take a look. I'm not saying this man, Shell, by the way, can't change, but I would go slow. I would do a slow burn for that one. Keep an eye out and see what they do. That's what I would do. Okay, let's take a look at, we're going to combine this reading with our yes and our no's, okay? We're going to start with our September Libras. For September Libras, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, for September Libras. They're like, oh, you didn't take the other deck out. Fine, Spirit. We'll have it your way, Burger King. All right, we're going to use the Weight Rider deck, okay? September Libras. 1 card for September Libras. How was their luck today? September Libras. 1 for September Libras, please. Please and thank you. What is their luck going to be like today? What should they be on the lookout for? Look, I'm telling you, they're just riding around this. I got the wrong job. They're just riding around on the cement with those doggone lawnmowers. Okay, September Libras, there's a coming and going of a situation or a walking away. A coming and going of a situation or a walking away. For the September Libras, is it going to be yes or a no for today? To whatever it is their question is. Yes or a no for today? For September Libras, is it going to be a yes or a no for today? Please and thank you. September Libras, please and thank you. Ouch, that hurt. Stop pinching me. Okay, there we go. Somebody's at a crossroads. They want to walk away, but they're not sure. Nothing is set in stone. It's a 2 of coins. So it's a coin toss with September Libras. It's a 50-50. Will there be anything concrete for today for September Libras? They want a new life. That's for darn sure. They want something new, but they're still waiting at the crossroads. I keep telling you guys, you cannot stand at a crossroads or an undecided type of energy. October. They can't decide. This is the, you know, and I'm putting my cross watcher, my twin flame into this mix. I don't know why God gave me such a horrible, undecisive type of person, you know? You're an August Leo? Nice. Yeah, at a crossroads. So September Libras are at a crossroads for today. Not not decided. They want something new, but they're not decided. Mid-October babies. What's coming for mid-October babies, please? And thank you. One card to tell us where their luck is right now, please. One card for mid-October babies for Libra. Please and thank you. Tidying something up. I'm hearing tidying. There we go again. I'm telling you, the same person keeps writing around. I'm going to go call their company and see if they need help. If all I have to do is write around and not cut anything. Mid-October babies. Ooh, the Six of Cups almost came out. Mid-October babies, please and thank you. Mid-October babies. Mid-October babies. Gotta get out of our heads. We're just thinking and thinking and thinking. Is there anything else you want to say? This is kind of like vague. I don't like vague. Like the other one was vague. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands coming out? Don't know yet. Okay. What else can you tell us? I'm telling you, the great outdoors. And then you're just riding around. You're smelling all the beautiful grass. I'd have to take a shit ton of, what I was going to say melatonin, of Benadryl. But other than that, maybe I can wear a mask. I don't know. What else do you want to tell us, please? There's a new beginning and thinking over time. Thinking excessively going on here. Mid-October babies. What else can you tell us? Because I already got the Ace of Swords here for you. But I got it with the Queen of Wands and somebody who's thinking. What are they thinking about or who's thinking? Please and thank you. Anything? Oh, why you have to throw it at me, Spirit? It's about security, financial security. It's about your financial security. Okay, guys. Fell on the floor here. Your financial security. You have a new beginning. Mid-October Libras. You're going to be fine. If you're waiting on something, you're going to be fine. Finances are in the works. That's a good. And the answer is a definite yes. Okay. Let's take a look-see. Maybe the Queen of Wands is involved with something that's of change for you financially. Let's look at the late October Libras, please, and thank you. One card to tell us where their luck lies, please. One card. Okay. One card. One card. Please and thank you. Woo, late October Libras, you got a brand spanking new beginning if that's what you were waiting for with the Ace of Wands. Something new and positive is rounding the corner for you. What else, please? Is it a yes or a no for anything that they want to accomplish for today? A yes or no, please. And thank you. Yes or no, please. And thank you. Ooh, did you see that one? Peace out. You want the Queen of Cups, and the answer is yes. So somebody here who's a late October Libra wants the Queen of Cups. They're getting their wish, and they're getting a yes. I hope that you guys liked this reading a lot better than the other one. I am so sorry, my people, that, well, that trolls come and bother us. They are from the demonic, realm, and they're going to bother people like myself. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Besides the Empress of Tarot, I've never seen the way that I'm being attacked by these trolls. I've never seen other people get attacked. I see them writing things, but it's not, something huge. I moved here originally because of my twin flame. He promised me to be happy, to be happier. And obviously I'm not happier. Not with him anyway. That was the original reason I moved here. He knows that I like natural escapes, and he thought that I would be happy here because of the being someone who likes to be in nature. And he was extremely right where that's concerned. I'm absolutely in love with New Hampshire. Even though things didn't work out with him because he never had that intention. But yeah, I love it here. Yeah. And but I don't when I went back to Texas, and there's no offense to anybody that's from Texas because I'm born and bred there and I love Texas, but when I went back to San Antonio in June, let me see, and I went there in, yeah, I went there in June, end of June. I only stayed to August and came back here. I couldn't handle it. And I'm a conservative, guys, so even though I know I'm a crazy mixture of a conservative because I'm a pagan Christian, and again, I call myself a pagan Christian because that allows for me to do my tarot without adhering to legalistic things, right? But I will tell you that I couldn't deal with that. I can deal with people coming and moving to our country a little at a time, but when a bunch of people take over the country and take over the cities, and San Antonio is so overrun, it's so dirty, and it made me cry because I was so proud of our city. Our city was one of the top 10 cities to go to and to come and to sightsee. And when I went home and I saw everything in disarray, I saw the trees that had not been trimmed, I saw the trash was everywhere, I saw homelessness all over, which I had not experienced just a year before. I was like, I can't do this, because I didn't even recognize anybody in the city. It had changed to the point to where there were more people. I felt like there were an equal amount of people that were not ours, not us, as opposed to people that were us, that you can tell the natives, you can tell the transplants that want to come in and want to be part of Texas and part of the family style and good and togetherness. And these people were not that way. These people were here to make a mark, an indelible mark on our society, and to change it for not the better. So I blame that on Nuremberg, on Mayor Nuremberg, and wrote a couple of videos, posted a couple of videos, and I wrote a couple of things on Facebook to him concerning that. But of course it never went anywhere because they don't care. Our government doesn't care. They just care about doing the wrong thing. Point in fact, look what's happening now. And look, I'm not saying don't come. I'm saying come legally. Come legally. My parents, my great-grandparents came legally to the States. So don't do that. You know, don't do that. It's just not necessary for you to come and breaking down walls and barriers. And I watched those videos early on 4 years ago when they were starting to tear down the border, the fencing and stuff, and they were grabbing tables and chairs and hitting the Mexican police with those things because they were what was keeping them from going across the border. You know, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I mean, maybe Houston or maybe, you know, New Orleans, I don't know. Somewhere far away from that craziness, but I can't go back to San Antonio because we're three hours from the border. And yeah, the way that the mayor had allowed everything to become so soiled and nasty looking, and no. And El Paso, I don't know, where are you from again, Sandra? California? Yeah, from El Paso, that they were even living in the airport. These people were even living in the airport. And they've given them in New York all these fancy hotels, and they can't even bother to help the FEMA people. $750 like they wanted to give the people in Hawaii. And then don't get me started. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but when other people's houses burn in the same vicinity, but yours doesn't burn, and you're a star, you're a very high pollutant star, and your house doesn't burn, yeah, something's up with that. Something is definitely up with that. Okay, Dallas, Fort Worth. No, Is it true that you can't even walk in Dallas anymore? I had a coworker recently that told me that, it is a bunch of BS, that they were not able to walk, you know, like in the afternoons. They were not able to walk outside in Dallas because they were getting punched. People were punching other people. He was angry. He was so angry. He said that was the reason why he moved here, because he couldn't even live in peace with his wife over there. But anyway, that's what he said. So I hope that you guys like this particular reading a lot better than the other one. I'm sorry that the troll decided to get involved in our reading. And, you know, it is what it is. There's going to be a lot of that going on. Oh, one thing I wanted to say, too, before I go is that I was watching, her name is Joni Patry. Her name is Joni Patry. I watch the Leo King a lot, but I've started to watch her, too. And, she's actually from Texas. She's an astrologer. She's forewarning us that starting in from November through January, and then January through April, and then there's like a little bit of a gap of reprieve energy-wise, and then right after that, all the way through June, Mars is going to be very volatile. Okay, so what I want y'all to take away from that, I'm sure I'll post more along the way, is that she was saying that she was seeing assassinations. And I'm not saying all this to scare anybody. I like to be informed. That's just me. I like to be informed. And I think astrology is very important, super important, okay? Okay? So, so she was saying that there's possibility of some assassinations. She thought that perhaps Trump would make it to the White House, but that even with the ballots and the voting and everything, that it was going to be very problematic, which we already know. And she said the way that the planets were aligned, that Mars is in a detriment, so it's even like whatever positive Mars could bring, she said it wasn't going to, because it's in a detriment, meaning that it's disabled. And she said it was just going to be really, really bad. And I'm sharing all this because she said, you know, that even relationships that were already rocky are going to go away, that there's going to be a lot of divorce happening between now and June of next year. She said there was going to be a lot of volatility. And in her opinion, the way that she was doing her astrology, that there may be a world war breaking out. She didn't know exactly which people, but she said that maybe China was going to be involved in all of this. I mean, she said so many things. She dropped a lot of nuggets last night. And the other person that I watch, and I haven't been watching him, but I'm going to watch him today as I'm driving to see if I can glean some more information from his tarot. I'm sorry, his astrology. I said tarot, and I did mean that, but what I meant was astrology. He's an astrologer, but he also does tarot. And so he mixes it in. And he has been so accurate, and he's been so great, because he also mixes in not only telling you what's coming, but he aligns it with history. And that's what she was doing last night, was she was aligning her astrology historically as to how it happened before and how it's happening now. So all I can say is be forewarned. Being forewarned is being forearmed. Yeah, and if we're going further into a recession, well, you know, I hate to say it, but then stock up on your cans, stock up on your water goods, stock up on your ramen, you know, your cup of soups that have the vegetables in them. What I started getting was, there's some vegetables they're selling now that are not even in the can. You can just zip open them and put them into your ramen if you want to. So you can have your vegetables and a fast meal at the same time. But, well, I'll have to look at that. Brandon Biggs, I'll have to look at that. But I'm trying to stay, and I know it sounds crazy, but on my part, I'm trying to stay a little bit away from the financial sector of it. I used to follow it a lot, very heavily, but I'm trying to stay away from it because that part scares me. Because I think it was in the 80s. I think it was a mid to late 80s. There was a movie that came out, and I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was about the future. And in the future, whatever you did in life while you were alive was by credits. And the time that we're going through right now is really, really very much like that movie, and it scares me. So you had like a implant, and you would be able to scan yourself, and that scan would tell you how much cell life, how much life you had left, how much you could purchase financially, etc. So all of this scares me, because not because I wouldn't make it through. I know God is good, God is great, and God's sheltering one way or the other. But I don't like, the more that we talk about it, the faster it comes, if that makes sense. So I try to stay away from that. I don't have enough finances right now to buy gold. That would be ideal. To buy gold, buy properties, etc. But she was also talking about properties also being explosive. So for those that are thinking about buying a house, think long and hard, do your research, because you definitely don't want to be bottom up. So for me, I had been working on certain things. I think I will be waiting to at least June of this coming year, that is 2025, because just in case by that time, when all of this craziness ends, by that time, if the interest rates go lower, depending on who gets in office, we already know that if he gets in office, we're going to be able to buy houses. If he doesn't get into the office again, then we know that they don't want us to own anything anyway. So it's going to be hard. But it'd probably be better for the majority of us to wait to purchase expensive things till after June of next year. Oh, I'm pretty sure all of those things have been going up. Platinum was very, very prominent about 15, 20 years ago. I haven't heard anything about platinum anymore. So it was surpassing silver. So think about that. But anyway, we could talk forever. We could talk forever. Just know that with everything we're discussing right now, and I don't want to get too political into my channel here, because YouTube has a way of shutting you down if they don't like what you're saying, because of the people that own it. There was something that's called Agenda 21. And that's why they're pushing 2025, that supposedly that he has said this, that, and the other, and he keeps denouncing that. Well, Agenda 21 had been very prominent between 2008 and 2012 when I started doing a lot of research. The Mayan calendar and things like that were very prevalent at that time. The books and telling us, the world was going to end, etc. Come to find, well, we already found out that that wasn't true, but it was a great reset. 2012 was a great reset, okay? But nonetheless, on that original Agenda 2021, which I don't know if I still have, because I never get into that email and I don't know the password, so I'd have to look for it. I'd have to look for a way to get into that email, that Gmail, and I'd have to look to see if it's still there. I had downloaded the original 2021, Agenda 2021, which talked about all the coffins that were plastic, which they brought out during COVID. They were showing videos of the plastic coffins that looked like the Tufts type of bins. They were showing cement covers for those mass coffins. They anticipated, let me just put it this way, they anticipated a lot more expirations, if you will, than what actually happened during that C word. And I wouldn't put it past them to try it again. And I think that that's why FEMA is being slowed down in many places. And now they're making the excuse that they're not going into certain places in North Carolina because of death threats and all this. That just gives them a reason not to help. So please stop making death threats to them, because people do need them, what little they can help with them with. But in there, they were talking about how they were going to take away all the natural parks, like Yellowstone Park and places like that, and you were not going to be able to go there anymore. They were going to take over all of that type of land, and they were going to secure it. Just a lot of things that were on there. A lot of things that were on there. So that's why, although my heart goes out to anybody that feels like they're in the wrong body, as a light worker, I cannot get involved in that, because then that would be me saying that my creator, that our creator, thank you, lady. I don't have enough dings on my car, right? that our Creator makes mistakes. And I don't believe that our Creator makes mistakes. I believe that you're remembering the last life you had that was very important to you. And when you remember that, you remember who you were, whether you were male or female, and that's what you recall. That's exactly what you recall. And because of that, that's why I don't believe that God made a mistake. Your mission is to be a man or a woman, whatever you came as. Whether that's making you feel uncomfortable or not, it's not relevant. Excuse me. Excuse me. Lady hit my car, so I was just looking to see if she did any damage. That was a big thud. But so yeah, so we can't get into that. We can't get, and with the, since we're getting into this, and I'll leave y'all with that. Since they have this machinery, they have CERN, they have oh my God, I can never remember the name of that machine, which was the actual first one they had. I'll look it up, guys. But there's a machine that's a weather machine, weather modification. It's what they do with it. So people used to deny that there were chemtrails, and now they know there's chemtrails. Now people are not denying it. Now it's all over NASA website. But also people that are very rich in Dubai do cloud seeding when they feel they need more rain. So what does that tell you? And then what happened in Dubai recently, I think in the last months, they were flooded. So you're messing with nature. Only God has, in his infinite wisdom and knowledge, had the capacity to make everything and to make it perfect. And so now they're doing all of that, and then they're trying to sell us a mixed bag of tricks, saying that it's climate change. Some of it is climate change. I'm not going to deny that. But if you're messing with nature and you're modifying it with technology, through radio frequency and all that, what do you think? What do you think's happening? It's crazy. It's crazy. So now they're saying there's a third one coming up in the Gulf Coast, or who was it? Who was it that was on? Last night she was on. She was from Haiti, I think, right? Oh no, Dominican Republic. She was saying that it's out there and they're going to get some rain. So now there's two that are in the works, but one of them they think is going to hit again. What are we going to do about all of that? Exactly. What are we going to do about all of that? They can hit us as much as they want. They've got the technology to do it. So, I don't know. It's just a lot we could talk about, but this is enough for now. We went from tarot to talking about all of this, but hopefully you guys, yes, they are idiots, because what may have started out in, let's say, helping crops, right, for the farmers. I always bring this up because it was something that, because I was married to someone from India, and when I was first getting to know my husband before we got married, I was writing a paper, and I had to write the paper for my degree, and so I wrote about India, and it just so happened that I wrote about on one of them, I wrote about the Indian farmers and how there were so many suicides. So if it was something like that they were helping to grow crops, and it could be an exact science, which it's not, obviously, then that's one thing. But once you see these clouds, like I've been saying to everybody, anybody that's my age or even 35 and older, we know full well this is not what our sky looks like. There's so many clouds, and they're built on each other. Like they're just all over, and they're different, and they're not fluffy, and they're just so dense, and they're so low to the land, right? I know that one person in the Middle East had posted about, I don't know, 5 years back, I was watching a video, and he posted a video about a cloud that was actually on the ground. The cloud was on the ground. So he was poking it, and as he was poking it, it was bouncing. What kind of cloud bounces? So, you know, there's just so much we could get into. But they're never, my point is that people that are under 35 are never going to possibly know what a real cloud looks like, or what the sky should actually appear as. And what about all the stars? We hardly see the stars anymore, you know. And again, you know, these people are doing things for what they thought in the beginning was something positive, but instead of talking to us because they think we're idiots, or they think we're going to be filled with fear, they don't want to talk to us about what's really happening, you know, with our universe. They don't want us to know that the solar flares are real, and the solar flares are going to affect us, or could possibly affect us, you know, human life. So instead, what do? Nanoparticles is what they put up through the chemtrails. Nanoparticles of aluminum, because the nanoparticles of aluminum are supposed to deflect back anything that's coming towards the earth. Well, how does that help? It hasn't. That's why you've seen in the last almost 20 years, people have more asthma, people have more breathing problems than they used to. I mean, we could go on and on and on. We could go on and on and on. How about our GMOs? How about our GMOs and the food? How about all of those things that they put into our chicken? And then we go and eat it, and then now we have those diseases because it's not something our bodies can digest correctly. So like I said, we could go on and on and on, but I'm not equipped for that right now. These are just here's and there's. But it's just ridiculous. The times that we're living in are ridiculous. How about the fish? You better read the packet on the fish. Some of them, they have a skew on there. You can, if you put your phone there, your camera or whatever to open that up, it tells you. They're not even, they're like a cloned fish. They're not even fish. It's not even like the fish that they have in the farming, the fish farms. It's near fish. Like near meat, it's near fish. Y'all don't even want to know how your meats are made, your deli meats. You don't even want to know how those are made. So we could go on and on and on. Because I've been at this, guys, for 30 years. 30 years I've been at this. Not only the tarot, but learning about real things, real life, things that people don't tell us on the news that they should. Knowing the difference between the propaganda and what's real. They don't even do real news anymore. Now it's just like a free-for-all, getting into a boxing ring and TKO. Who can TKO? The commentator who should have been the interviewer? Because now they're commentators. They're not interviewers. They don't want to talk about facts. They just want to talk about whatever they feel is going to get them ratings. So we could talk on and on and on. But nonetheless, yeah, that's the way things are in the real world. Yes, Shell, you're right. Well, Nancy Pelosi just ousted herself in an interview where she called herself a reptilian. But nonetheless, again, we could go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, we could go on and on and on and on and on. But even our fruits and vegetables are being modified. That's the whole thing. And that's another reason why, especially the farmers in India, were offing themselves. They were literally unaliving themselves because they couldn't make enough of the crops, and they couldn't make enough money to support their family, so they elected to off themselves. And the problem with that is that the loans are still there. So the families were still responsible for the loans that they had taken out from the bank. And the banks, the World Bank, is in charge of all the seeds. They're not wanting our farmers to use the seeds that they've used for eons and even passed on from one family generation to another. No, they want to be in charge of all of the seeds. So they've modified all the seeds. And if you don't buy from them, you can't be a farmer. Did y'all know that? So, yeah, again, I could go on and on and on. But I got to go because this time I do believe I am scheduled to work here in Manchester and not in Nashua. I thought I was scheduled all day long here, but somehow I mistakenly put myself for Nashua, which is a whole different city, and I didn't want to go work over there for a couple of hours. I had to drive back because that just didn't make sense and waste my gas. But yeah, guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for giving me a platform to talk about all these things. But yeah, I really do believe the way that I've been saying. Yeah. And yes, we'll get into that another time. But there's just so much going on. So much going on, guys. Just keeping it real. Love you guys. I'll be back around maybe 4 or 5. We'll see. Look out for me. Please hit the bell and press all. That's the only way YouTube is going to inform you when I'm on. Otherwise, just hit or miss. And the other thing is, if anybody has subscribed to my channel and is not getting notifications, please make sure you're not unsubscribed, because YouTube has a habit of doing that too. Love y'all. Have a good rest of your afternoon, and I'll be back later. Bye.